Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Alex Neil, the former SNP Health Secretary, has said there is only one course of action left open to Humza Yousaf if he is to save both the party and his own personal reputation. He must, with immediate effect, call in forensic accountants. They must pore over the books and they must then present any signs of malfeasance to the police for the police to take action immediately. He says without doing this risks further opprobrium, further scrutiny, and it will be permanently damaging to the party. And I think he's right. There's also the question of why Johnston Carmichael, the previous auditors, quit. They've given their reason, it seems, and it is much as I suspected, basically an inability to do the books in all good conscience. So we're going to take a look at that and then see why everything's going on and why these people are now calling for a completely open and transparent inspection of these books that have so far remained closed, hidden and away from scrutiny, even from people within the party. Here goes. So SNP grandee wants forensic accountants drafted in after the new auditor bombshell. Emerged on Tuesday that Johnston Carmichael resigned over a risk of failing to deliver a quality audit. And former Health Secretary Alex Neil wants Humza Yousaf to take immediate action. Now, failing to risk a quality audit is accountant speak for we dare not, present this as a legal set of accounts because we will be liable for doing so and we could lose our accreditation with our professional body, whichever professional body it would be, CIMA or whatever, or Chartered Institute of Accountants. Former SNP minister has called for a forensic delve into the Nat's finances after Humza Yousaf confirmed the party's auditors had quit in October. It emerged on Wednesday night that Johnston Carmichael resigned over a risk of failing to deliver a quality audit. And the party has admitted it's facing difficulties finding a new auditor ahead of the July deadline for submitting accounts. This is something I mentioned in an earlier video this morning. If it fails to draft in someone new, the Electoral Commission would bring in its own auditors and charge them and fine them. And when they do it, they will do it in such a way as it is, let's just say, less than complimentary to the SNP. If they find evidence of malfeasance, they could suspend the party or even disband it. So the last thing the SNP want is the Electoral Commission doing it. It all comes amid a police probe into the SNP finances, which saw the arrest of former Chief Executive and husband to Nicola Sturgeon, Peter Murrell, last week. Sky News reported on Tuesday night that Johnston Carmichael issued a report in September last year, and it stated, "We have conducted an initial risk review of our client portfolio. This has led to disengagement from clients where we perceive there to be a risk of failing to deliver a quality audit." As I say, that's accountant speak for you are dodgy as buggery. Alex Neil has now called for the First Minister to get to the bottom of this. Speaking on Good Morning Scotland show on Wednesday, the former Health Minister said, "My own view is that Humza should bring in special accountants called forensic accountants to look at every aspect of party funding and report back to the party at the earliest opportunity. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get it sorted and move on." And there's Alex Neil. It is not doing the party any favours, he says, day after day and drip after drip of new information. It's all bad news. I'll tell you what, it's endless bad news. Well, bad news for them, great news for the rest of us. And I think what Humza needs to do now is bring in a new business convener of the party, bring in a new chief executive, and meantime get forensic accountants to tell us the real state of the party's finances. They are very, very bad. Despite backing Kate Forbes in the recent bitter SNP leadership battle, Mr Neil expressed some sympathy with Mr Yousaf, who only found out about the auditor crisis after becoming leader, he says. He said he had taken over a complete bed of nails, both in terms of government and in the SNP itself. He also said the SNP should financially be in a healthy position. He said MPs and MSPs were forced to pay £250 to the party from their salary every month, along with £12 from 72,000 party members, as well as the party conference and donations. So where's the money gone? I'm thinking buses. I'm thinking £110,000 worth of buses, you know. Anyway, reacting to the auditor's reason for quitting, Scottish Labour leader Jackie Baillie said, "For each day that passes, there are more revelations about the SNP's financial arrangements. Now we understand that auditors quit because of the risk of being unable to deliver a quality audit. What next?" Well, what next indeed? For an auditor, honestly, for an auditor to not do a set of accounts like that it's very exceptional. And the only reason they won't do it is that they're so bad that for them to present it would be illegal. And that is where the party is. And it shouldn't be in the financial position it's in, as he said, with the people putting their money in, and with all the MPs, and they've got, you know, all those MPs, all those SMPs, MSPs, sorry, all the local councillors as well put into party funds, not the 250, but they put small amounts in, and then all the 72,000 members. You've got to have millions in the bank, and yet you've got less than 100,000, and you've got wages to pay, buildings to keep up, fuel to put in buses, apparently, all sorts of overheads. The party is in a very, very, very poor way, and it could. I actually think one of the reasons they don't want it to be audited for as long as possible is that any auditor may say that they are bankrupt, that, you know, that they should be liquidated and the party should be broken up. They should. I can't help laughing about it. It would be fantastic. It goes to show that how bad they are running their own party, and yet they want to run the country. God help us all. Anyway, I shall round off, come up and finish the video. Honestly, couldn't run a Welsh school. But I think Alex Neil is right. They need to get the forensic accountants in. It needs to be opened up. They need to lay everything bare and let everyone see what has been going on. It's the only way the party can continue and go forward. You'll have that openness now. You'll have a new, should we say, era of honesty. And you'll also show up everyone in the past for what they are. And that'll truly be Sturgeon and Murrell's legacy. One of crookedness, of hiding, of obfuscation, you know, just showing them the kind of people they were. Their reputations will be canned and ruined, and they will never be offered any kind of, you know, cherry-picking job, that, you know, the little sinecures that they get when they leave politics. None of that will happen, and they'll lead, hopefully, miserable lives after they've been released from prison and after they've been forced to pay back every single penny. Can you imagine them living in a little council flat in Govan for the rest of their miserable lives? I would be so over the moon that would be their fate. They would be living in the poverty and penury that they have caused for untold millions of others. Serves them right. Anyway, I shall end there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button right there. Ring that bell for notification of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, keep watching this complete circus, and goodbye.